Hi everyone on YouTube. I'm so happy to be with you today. Thank you for joining me. I have been making more hats and doing little clips over there on TikTok. I have just finished this one, which I simply adore. This is a lightweight yarn and it's double crochet. I start out with the very simple working in the back loop here, and then going to single crochet and then going to double crochet and then kind of skipping chains and making a mesh. So you kind of have that summer look there, and you have the ridges here. So how do we adorn this hat? It doesn't have to be with a crocheted flower, although I love that, and that's how I made this one. And it's super simple to make. I'm going to show you, after I show you a few different ways to adorn your hat, or if you're making hats and selling them or trying to gift someone with a hat, super simple way to make flowers. So the very first way is with tulle. And I'm untying this because I just want to show you how super simple it is. So with tulle, you have so many variations that you can use, or with any fabric. You know, you can simply sew it here, kind of pinch it there, and just let it flare on the hat. And that's totally, that totally gives a beautiful vibe of vintage, I think. It kind of falls in the area of fascinator, and we're going to make some fascinators. But anyway, that's a minimalist but very simple, cute, pretty way to adorn your hat. Now, given that, you can take the tulle and tie it, so you have kind of a little bud in the middle, you might say. Let's say you want to do like that, you could do that too. And then if you double tie it again, super simple. And then you take these, I'm trying not to tie this too tight because, or you can pull it tight, you can do however you want, but you want to take the ends here, and then you want to be able to either tie them, sew them, or tuck them in, so you have a little bud. See? You have a little bud there. That's just a really super simple, pretty way to also adorn your hat. I love that. Now, given that, using that idea, you take a piece of fabric, cut a piece of recycled, and you know I love using recycled scrap fabrics. Just take one. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you're having a problem cutting it perfectly, if you like to cut, people who sew probably shouldn't listen to me. But the reason I love the imperfections and even the fraying is it's just a humbleness about it. But if you don't like the fraying of whatever fabric you're using, clip your frays off, and then there is a sealant, fabric sealant you can use. However, the idea is to take a strip of fabric, and you can tie it right in, weave it right in with your crochet hook. Let's see, maybe right here, like that. Just, and I'm just giving you an idea here. Look, you can weave it once in like that and then tie it, okay? Super simple, right? Look how adorable that is. I love this print, this fabric against this hat, and I would clip it if I'm using this. Now, the other thing is, you saw me weave. You can weave fabrics into your hats, okay? And you can adorn them that way. And we're going to be doing clips on that. You're going to see just how wild it gets. It gets pretty wild. So that's another way to adorn your hat. Now this is a vintage look that I created last night, and I'm not going to use it, but I wanted to see how it looked. I had an idea in my head. all I did was a chain, okay? A chain of about 10 inches, and then coming back, I started off with a single crochet. I did half double crochet, I went into double crochet, and then I went into triple, and that's what you're seeing down here. So I just wanted to see if I did a very loose tie of that, what would it look like? Well, it looks like a flower with little ribbon, so I love it. So that gives a vintage vibe. So I really, really like that. I might use it, I might not. Now, the other thing is, here's another ribbon. And, but this is a light charcoal, this is black veil type ribbon. So this is a little longer, so you tie this into, let's see if I can get this even, into a bow. Tie it into a bow. So your bows are the emphasis, they're the dominant part of your design. Pull them in, and you know there's bow machines out there, I guess for this reason. But you, and then so what you're doing is you have a really beautiful bow on your hat, so you can play around with that and make it beautiful and neat and bring that bow up and then sew that right onto your hat. So that's another adornment I love this. Now I'm going to show you how super easy it is to make a flower, and just give you the concept, because I believe that's how you can take your own creativity and create. So the concept is, you have a circle, you crochet your circle however big you want, thinking if you want a larger flower or you want a smaller flower, make the circle. And then when you're done with the circle, chain one, and then in the very next stitch, right, you're going to pick whatever stitch you want, double crochet, half double crochet, triple, and make 4 or 5 of them. If you make 5 and you're putting a lot of petals in one stitch and you keep going like that, it will have a nice ripply effect. It will be like a ruffle effect by the time you're done. So, but I'm just showing you here. So that's 1, this is 2, 3, 4, let's do 5. Now, at the end of it, what I do anyway, is I just do a single crochet, and there's your first petal. So chain 1. Now, the single crochet, the concept here is that ties it down, right? That gives you your ridge, or your petal. So the next one, I'm going to do the same thing, going in the next chain, and I'm going to do 5 double crochet in 1 stitch, in the same stitch. And I know people look for patterns, but I don't do patterns. I take my stitches and I conceptually crochet to make sure. Let's see, what do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my next petal, and you see the ripply? I love that. That's how this flower is going. So chain 1, and then your next stitch, the very same thing, and you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful ripply flower. And kind of, I think that that's like a vintage effect. So you're going to go like that all the way around, and look, that's going to be beautiful. So this is probably the one I'm using. You'll see it over on TikTok. And let me get this out of the way, but you see it coming together. Whoops, turn. So keep going like that if you need me to do a video where I'm going all the way to the end, because that's only one round and that's all that's going to be. So super simple. Sometimes less is more. So, but I hope that that helps, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. And ask me any questions on this. This is a very simple, beautiful way, I think, to make a flower. Use lightweight yarn. You can do the same design on thread yarn, with thread yarn. So if it's thicker and that's what you want, I don't think the effect of a flower is as pretty, but you can certainly dress it up also with a button in the middle, or yes, you can even put a tiny bit of tulle in the middle, and whatever you want, but use your creativity and go for it and share. Let me know how it came out, and you have a beautiful day.